Good morning, YouTube. You join us yet again from Latvia, and well, this is the first section of the day where we're undergoing some city driving. I'm yet again with Dave from Autobears.
Good morning.
And well, we've had a chance to get used to the Subaru Forester now. In fact, how far would you say we've driven? Roughly.
Yesterday, I mean, we did about a 30-kilometre drive to the test centre, to the track, and then about 30 kilometres back to the hotel room, perhaps a little bit less. But we had a nice little stint in terms of seeing what the cars are like on road. Although at that time of the day we were getting a bit tired.
Yes.
It's been a long day. It's been a fun day as well. But this is the first time. Today's the day where it is all about driving the cars, seeing what they can do, experiencing the hybrid drivetrain of both of these models. I mean, we're literally getting an experience now, just kind of coasting to a stop, hearing the little motor.
Well, we've been learning sort of exactly how the hybrid system works in these cars, and how it's the electric motors are only really in use when you use about 10-15% of the throttle power.
Yeah.
And it has about 1.62 miles pure electric range, but then it comes into use slightly when just undergoing normal driving.
It is. I mean, I think it's, from the sound of it, it kind of fills in a torque gap when you're driving. Particularly when we did the off-roading yesterday, we learnt about the kind of stepping up on well, actually it was literally a concrete step, and just seeing how much effort you had to use, how much revs from the engine in order to get you up there. And all of a sudden, with the battery assistance, it just kind of gives you that little bit of additional power, and you're able to go up the step a lot easier. I'll be passing on video to Michael, because I filmed him basically doing the step, and you'll get an idea of how easy it makes little things like that.
Well, for a driver, it was a significant difference. Like, the amount of input you had to put through the throttle was considerably different. But we also got to see all sorts of safety aspects of the Forester as well. Trying to reverse park with the emergency braking system there, even down to face recognition for setting all the car's mirrors and your seat, and drowsiness sensors and distraction sensors.
I mean, I don't know if you want to show those watching. I mean, inside, so in this part here, there are actually infrared cameras and sensors, and it does like a pixelated map of your face. So there is a system that Subaru have got with the Forester called the Hospitality, and with that, it recognises up to 5 users for the car. It maps out your face. It's and it actually kind of looks at things like, it looks to be your eyes, your mouth, and kind of your posture in that sense. And what was quite impressive is if you're looking out of the car, if you're looking down at the infotainment screen for too long, it will beep at you. It will give you a warning, and I thought that was very impressive, and how quickly it does it as well. Because when it comes to driving, all you need is a couple of seconds, and that's the difference between
missing something and
doing something silly. No, we were very impressed with that. I think it's an interesting feature, but it works, and that's the great thing.
But overall, we've been very impressed, and like we learned, this is a totally new platform. It's a totally new car, and even we weren't. Myself, I wasn't quite entirely sure when we first started driving it, because it is very similar on the inside, and the exterior at first appears to be the same, but in fact it isn't at all.
No, that was a decision by Subaru to keep styling the same. It looks like a facelift. I think the biggest difference is probably the rear of the car. It's got a bit more aggressive styling to it.
I suppose it's you don't fix something that isn't broken.
It
It works very well as it is. And it's exciting times.
Definitely, and I think, yeah, interesting to see how this kind of fares in the UK with UK driving, and just doing, living with it day to day. That will be an interesting.
Well, it's like yesterday when we were off road. Okay, some of the conditions were probably more treacherous than what you would actually encounter in Britain, but it does show that these cars are truly capable. If you lived in the Highlands of Scotland, or even if you want to go that little bit of extra exploring when you're taking your mountain bike out at the weekend, you can do it in one of these.
Yeah. But
that is all for now. We're now out of the city and we're on the way to our first stop of the day.
I think we're probably going to stop somewhere, whack some GoPros on.
Yes.
And then do some filming in the cars.
Yes.
See how we get on.
So that is all for now. Ta-ta for now.
Yes.
Bye-bye.